In a league where skill is at an all-time high, there is a certain player type that is seemingly rarer than ever, when it used to be extremely common. This player type is the power forward, which in hockey is defined as a forward who is, quote, big and strong, equally capable of playing physical or scoring goals, and most likely has high totals in points and penalty minutes. Some of the best power forwards in NHL history include guys like Jerome McGinley, Brendan Shanahan, Keith Tkachuk, Mark Messier, and even Mr. Hockey himself, Gordie Howe. In today's NHL, power forwards aren't quite as easy to come by, but we still do have some great ones, including guys like Alex Ovechkin, Gabriel Landeskog, Brady Tkachuk, Jamie Benn, and Tom Wilson. And in my opinion, we are starting to see a new version and what I would call a hybrid of the power forward, with guys that have the size, skill, and scoring ability, but maybe don't play quite as physical all the time and don't take a ton of penalties. And the player who I think of as the next in line to be a dominant force in the NHL and continue to change the definition of the traditional power forward is Minnesota Wild prospect Matt Boldy. And before we go further, please make sure to hit like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this type of content and would like to see more in the future. The Minnesota Wild took Boldy with the 12th overall pick in the 2019 draft. Boldy is yet another product of the U.S. National Team Development Program and is from Millis, Massachusetts. The 20-year-old stands in at a healthy 6'2", 201-pound frame. And after getting drafted, Boldy spent 2 years at his dream school, Boston College, putting up extremely strong numbers. 26 points in 34 games during his freshman year, and then a team-leading 11 goals and 31 points in 22 games during the 2020-21 season, his sophomore year, also helping his team to a number 1 seed in the NCAA tournament. His 1.41 point per game average was good enough for 5th in the entire nation. In addition to his great year in college, Boldy was also a part of the Team USA World Juniors team that won gold. He had a very strong tournament with 5 goals, 2 assists, and 7 points in these 7 games, and in my opinion was the team's second best forward behind only MVP Trevor Zegras. Without Boldy, I'm not sure if Team USA would have won the gold medal. He brought a different element to the group compared to anyone else, and was extremely important to the team, creating offense at 5-on-5, being a great net front presence on the power play, and playing responsibly in his team's own end as well. Boldy would also get sent to the American Hockey League after World Juniors and had a fantastic start to his pro career, with 18 points in just 14 games before getting injured. And now Boldy was also having a solid start to the 21-22 season and had 7 points in 7 games for Iowa before getting hurt yet again. There is no doubt in my mind that Boldy is going to be a really strong player at the NHL level. He really does have all the tools to be an offensive weapon while also playing the game the right way and not hindering his team in any way. I can imagine that once Boldy gets back and healthy, he will continue to light it up down in the AHL and may eventually crack the Minnesota lineup as we get closer to the end of the season. The interesting thing about Minnesota right now is that they not only have some exciting young prospects and players that will be a huge part of the future, but they are also having a phenomenal year, building off of a strong 2020-21 season, and are emerging as a potential legitimate contender for the Stanley Cup this season. At the time I'm recording this, the Wild are currently leading the Central in both points and points percentage, and are 6th in the entire league in points percentage. Not to mention, when you look at their forward lineup right now, it's tough to figure out where Boldy would even fit with the team fully healthy like they are right now. The good thing is that this Minnesota team has finally built an identity within their group and have become one of the toughest teams to play in the entire league. That second line with Jordan Greenway, Joel Eriksson-Ek, and Marcus Foligno is one of the best shutdown lines in hockey right now. And I believe Matt Boldy will fit into this lineup perfectly when the time comes. If you're a Minnesota Wild fan, you have to be super excited about the way your team is playing and with all the young assets the team has built up in the system. Let me know down in the comments what you think about Matt Boldy and whether or not you think he can be a star in the NHL like I do. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.